Hello and welcome to yet another webinar hosted by Technia. If this is your first time joining a Technia webinar, don't forget to visit our website and watch our previously held webinars on demand. My name is Rehan Chaudry. I work as a sales executive at Technia, and with me today I have my colleague Anders Sundström, who is a PLM consultant at Technia. Today we're here to talk about the future of ENOVIA SmarTeam. The aim of this webinar is to give you an update on Dassault Systèmes' future plans when it comes to ENOVIA SmarTeam. This webinar is being recorded and will be available on demand on our website if you would like to come back and have another look. At the moment, you've all been muted. If you have any questions or requests, please feel free to use the questions functionality in the GoToWebinar client window. So the agenda for this session is as follows. I will start off by giving a brief introduction to Technia. Anders will then lead us through the rest of the session by talking a little bit about the history of ENOVIA SmarTeam. This will be followed up by an update on Dassault Systèmes' statement regarding the future of ENOVIA SmarTeam. And Anders will then, from Technia's point of view, give recommendations regarding future possibilities when it comes to ENOVIA SmarTeam. One possibility is, of course, to move to a new platform, and therefore Anders will talk about the differences between ENOVIA SmarTeam and ENOVIA 3D Experience. ENOVIA 3D Experience, which formerly was known as ENOVIA V6, and even before that, the Matrix platform. Before closing this webinar, we will wrap things up with a Q&A session where you will have the possibility to get answers to your questions regarding the concerned topics. So let's move on. Some slides about Technia then. Technia is the leading supplier in the Nordics of PLM solutions. We're this year celebrating a 20 years anniversary and are now established worldwide with offices throughout Asia, all through the Nordics and the US as well. We've been growing pretty steadily year over year and have as a result received Dun & Bradstreet's highest credit rating for several years in a row, and recently we've also been awarded with quality and environment certifications according to the ISO standards. Since 2004, Technia has been a part of the Adnode Group, which is listed on the Nasdaq OMX Nordic list. We're at the moment around 180 employees, serving more than 800 clients worldwide, and our head office is located in Stockholm, Sweden. So our vision is, of course, to become the #1 knowledge company when it comes to PLM. And our mission is to facilitate the future in innovation. And we do this by providing PLM products from Dassault Systèmes as a part of our product portfolio. And this is also complemented by our own developed products. Today we have 6 products in our portfolio, 4 supported enterprise tools that we use, and 1 integration framework that we released last year. So at the moment we have more than 100 customers using our developed products, reaching more than 300,000 users, which we're very proud of. So during the course of Technia's 20-year journey, we've reached several milestones when it comes to both breaking into new markets and getting into new geographical locations. So we started off in Sweden 20 years ago, and we've been growing first and foremost into the Nordic countries, but also into the US, and a couple of years ago to India also. And the different market segments that we've been moving into has been everything from traditional manufacturing, automotive industries, and also now recently the travel industry. Some of our customers grouped into different market segments can be seen on this slide. And out of these customers, the following are our SmarTeam customers. So the SmarTeam division at Technia was founded in 1999 and consists today of 10 consultants, experienced consultants with at least 8 years experience, and they're located in Sweden, Finland, and Norway, and they've experience of covering several industry segments and global implementation projects. When it comes to our ENOVIA SmarTeam offerings, we're committed to continue to have a strong team supporting both new and existing SmarTeam customers in maintaining and developing their solutions. Now, in order to tell us a bit more about SmarTeam, I now welcome Mr. Anders Sundström, who will lead us through the rest of the session.
Okay, so thank you, Rehan. So my name is Anders Sundström, and I've been working with PLM for several years now. Some of you might be familiar with me, as I've been involved in many SmarTeam projects. And recently, I have also been involved in a few ENOVIA V6 3D Experience projects as well. So, well, about this webinar and the main message here. As you probably know, there's been a lot of rumors about this product for some years now. Suggesting that this product is going to be phased out, that there's a planned end of life and then end of support. And we know that many SmarTeam customers are quite confused now. They really don't know what to do, and if they can count on this horse and bet on it. And we really think it's about time that we come up with some kind of official statement. And we have to say that Dassault perhaps haven't been able to communicate clear enough what they have to say about these rumors. So we certainly hope we can clear this out a bit in this webinar then. So let's have a look then at a few slides from Dassault Systèmes. This is a compilation of slides we have done. This comes from an end user session that was held in Stockholm at the early October this year. So it's the most recent information available regarding the SmarTeam product. So if you take a look, the first slide here, you might recognize this one. It has been around for a while. It says, as you can see, that the president and CEO of Dassault Systèmes, Bernard Chaudry, he states that the ENOVIA V5 product will be enhanced for many years and maintained for many years to come, and that there's absolutely no plan to phase this product out. And you also can see that Andy Callenby here, the CEO of the ENOVIA brand within Dassault Systèmes, he specifically says that this applies to SmarTeam V5 as well, because that hasn't been very clear earlier in this specific slide. So this is really the key message from Dassault Systèmes regarding the rumors about SmarTeam then. If we move on, SmarTeam is a safe place to be. It's interesting here to see that actually the customer base worldwide at the end of 2013 it consists of more than 14,500 customers, and it's actually growing. That is a strong indicator that this product for sure has a future. We should also comment that, as you can see in the trigram here, you don't see actually the Technia product, but that is of course included as well. So also important is that there's absolute no time pressure for transitions to 3D experience or any other system out there that manages PLM. I mean, this is perhaps many customers has been thinking that, okay, since we have these rumors and nobody really comments on them from officially from Dassault, we have to look around and see what we need. Something, we need a PLM system, and what else is out there, and do we really have to abandon our installation and look for something that perhaps will do the same thing in the end? So this is really a important message, and that you should be safe and stay with SmarTeam, and that absolutely no pressure to make a transition to 3D experience. That you should rather, if you're satisfied with the implementation and you have, it suits your business well, then you should rather, as you can see in the last sentence here, or the section, that if you want, you should actually improve and expand your current SmarTeam installation. You should really believe in this product, that it's something you can rely on and in the future as well. So don't hesitate. If you see a need of an expansion of your current SmarTeam installation, you should really go for it. And then the last slide here from the official Dassault statement is that, well, if you would like to do a transition, you should carefully evaluate the ROI for it. I mean, we will go into this a bit more later on here. These are a few guidelines that you should consider if you would like to see if your business is a candidate for a transition. Let's have a look at some key recommendations and takeaways from Technia's point of view then. Basically, I mean, there are two options. Either you stay with SmarTeam or you go for a transition. And if you choose to do a transition, there are two options. Either you do it directly from SmarTeam to 3D experience, or you go through coexistence. So the best for you would be to stay and don't invest in something you perhaps don't really need. Then you should really feel that SmarTeam will be maintained, and would also like to have a strong partner. You need someone that is have proper knowledge of the system and that is committed long term. Technia, as Rehan said, has been working with the SmarTeam since '99. We have more than 10 consultants with an average 8 years of experience of this product. And we are represented throughout the Nordics, as you can see here. And we have more than 20 active Nordic customers. We have large implementation in the process industry, and we also have a lot of traditional implementations for small and medium businesses who typically have mechanical and electrical design and manufacturing. So we believe that if you're looking for a strong partner and you believe that SmarTeam is a good PLM system that suits your needs, we believe that Technia could be a very good partner for you. Okay, so about transition then. As we mentioned earlier, it's really crucial to sort of evaluate your needs and see whether you are a candidate for a transition or not. And we'd like to go through a few guidelines here. Of course, one of the most significant drivers for 3D experience transitions is if your business is expanding globally and you need collaboration between different sites in international distribution, then of course it's the 3D experience platform is of interest. Also, of course, if you see that the PLM scope is going to be expanded, you need a wider portfolio of prepackaged solutions and applications. Also, if you need or in need of material compliance, which is common in the life science business, of course, and also if you are developing electrical components. So also one key driver for a 3D experience transition is if you intend to implement the CATIA V6 CAD system, then it's actually mandatory to have 3D experience as a fundament. Also, mobile access. This is something we are going to talk about separately later on here. If you see a need of a supply chain, and if you need third parties to access your PLM data, like partners or customers, that's also a key driver. And of course, if you'd like to consolidate your existing SmarTeam environment, and if you have also 3D experience in-house, we know there are few customers in this situation. And then of course it could be of interest to see how we can make a transition. Also, if you have different islands of information systems in your business, then of course it's interesting to see what you can, how we can do a transition then. Okay, so there is also an option if you feel that going for 3D experience will take quite an effort from your business. I mean, typically you will need mechanical engineers or CAD designers to participate in such a project, and you know that they are supposed to develop products simultaneously. You know that could be quite an effort for a company, and therefore it could be of interest to see if there's an option to do a more gentle approach to 3D experience from SmarTeam. And the main idea here is to keep SmarTeam for example for the CAD designers and integrate it with the 3D experience platform. That is, that you separately deploys 3D experience and then you connect to the existing SmarTeam environment. That is the main idea with coexistence. But of course, you need to say that this is also associated with certain risks. I mean, you have to maintain two systems, and this is to be considered as a temporary solution, prevent a big bang, which direct transition to the 3D experience could be then. We're going to look here at a picture. We try to illustrate how 3D experience works. I mean, for instance, on the left-hand side here, you have the typical CAD designers working in SolidWorks in this case, creating their CAD boom, maintaining their revisions, and check it into SmarTeam. Then at a certain event, you synchronize that information over to the 3D experience platform, where you also continue the engineering process and create the boom and so forth. And of course, exactly how you do this is something you have to find out in a pre-study or in a project, how exactly this should work then. So that is about coexistence. We mentioned earlier that we believe Technia could be a good partner for you if you choose to stay with SmarTeam. Of course, we believe that we could provide good assistance for you if you'd like to move on to 3D experience as well. As you can see, I mean, we have 100 ENOVIA consultants now represented globally in Technia, and we have many successful implementations in various business segments, as you had seen earlier in Rehan's introduction here, and we have a long-term customer commitment, and really this gives us a unique position in the market, as we actually know quite, I mean, both these systems very well. We have an unmatched experience over these two systems, and therefore we believe we could be a very good partner for you to do the evaluation to see if you're a candidate for ENOVIA 3D experience, and really give you a good overview of the ROI for such an investment. So if you then move on here to the next section here, for those of you who are not that familiar with the 3D experience product, we're just going to have an overview here of the product and its capabilities and main features. So 3D experience at a glance. So this is in the latest 14X release. This is one of the key features, the compass. We have 4 quadrants, which is just a way to organize the different applications and modules available in the product. This is a slide showing the main modules within the 3D experience product. You can see here you have product planning, program management, you have global engineering, design engineering, and so on. You have supplier relationships and quality and compliance, and some other key features and modules here. So of course, one of the key features for 3D experience is that it is a global solution. It's suited for an enterprise, as an enterprise PLM system, where you have typically several sites, where you have, for instance, designers located in the US and in Asia and Europe, and they need to collaborate with the same product and develop it together. Then you need a large-scale solution, and as you can see here, you can also have a basic understanding of the infrastructure, how it works. It's a web-based solution, and you can see here you have the file service. You have the possibility to have local file service on your different sites to enhance the performance, because if you work with CAD files, it requires some bandwidth to exchange files back and forth to the vault and storage. So this is a slide with which is a more granular view of the different products and modules. And some of them are available as cloud as cloud-based solutions as well. The user experience. These are some new features in the 14X release. We have the 3D space, which is you can say it's some kind of Facebook integrated in the 3D experience product, where you can collaborate in a nice way, social collaboration. And you have the 3D dashboard here. And you see also the 6W tags, which is a way to filter out large, broad searches you do. You can more pinpoint your, I mean, an enterprise PLM system of course contains a lot of information, and it's not always that easy to find and pinpoint exactly what you want, and this is a nice filtering capability you will have then. Regarding the 3D user experience interface, we have a separate slide here. Here we see this compass up in the left corner, and how it's meant to work. The user here has clicked on the north quadrant, which then open up the different applications organized in that quadrant. And in this way, the users can more easily find the different modules. You can see a close-up of it here. Here the user has clicked on the west quadrant, and even though your specific 3D experience system is not implemented with all the different applications, you can still find them here and you can read about them. So okay, a few words about the Technia Value components, which are product developed by Technia on top of the ENOVIA 3D experience platform. We found quite early that it is not that trivial actually to present PLM data to the end users in a user-friendly way. So it's easy to read, and therefore we developed a few user UI enhancing products. We will have a look at them here. These are a few examples. You have the structure browser, which enables tree browsing. You also have the graphical reporting and the grid browser, which are very nice usability enhancing products. Then we come to the mobile access product, which we mentioned earlier. This is a very exciting product, quite new. It has been around for a year, about a year. It enables, for instance, if you have you're a customer that manufactures machines, and those machines are installed globally on several different sites, and you have typically field technicians out there and doing maintenance on that customer base. And if you are out there and you're going to change in this machine at a specific customer site, you're going to change one of the modules, it's obsolete and needs to be replaced, then the technician can use his tablet or mobile phone to access the data in ENOVIA 3D experience, download some documents and perform his work. And afterwards he could upload back the changes he have done on that specific machine, that customer site. So that is a really exciting feature. Also, we have the Technia integration framework, which is a standard way to integrate other business systems with ENOVIA 3D experience. For instance, ERP systems, and but also it could be used approach with the coexistence. If we go back to that slide, you could say that the integration framework could be represented by the arrows here in the middle, that data transferred from SmarTeam, the designers, is communicated to the Technia integration framework, and then through that framework back to the 3D experience platform. So that's one example of what you can use the integration framework platform for. If you'd like to know more about these products, please visit our website where you will find all information and all the contact information. Okay, so it's time to start to sum up this webinar and before doing that, we thought it could be interesting to do a short comparison between SmarTeam and the 3D Experience platform. Of course, the most significant difference is if you look at the install base today, SmarTeam is traditionally implemented at small and medium businesses as a tool to support the R&D department to manage the CAD data. Of course, there are many other types of implementations as well, but this is a traditional SmarTeam implementation, whereas the 3D Experience platform is implemented in a much more wider range of businesses. I mean, you have life science, you have food and beverage, you have manufacturing, and you have the travel industry and so forth. So also as a result, the prepackaged modules available are a bit more, much more wider. In SmarTeam, you have just a few basic PLM modules, such as EBOM management, and you have workflow, and you have the CAD integrations, and web client, and you have the multi-site. And also, of course, a significant difference is the infrastructure. 3D Experience is a web-based system, whereas SmarTeam relies on the client-server technology. So generally, you could say that 3D Experience is more suited for global enterprises, whereas SmarTeam is more suitable for small and medium business. Of course, SmarTeam has a very strong API, and you're able to do pretty much the same things as you can do with 3D Experience. And Technia has, as I mentioned earlier, we are a good example of that, because we have quite a large implementation of SmarTeam, where we have developed our own modules. So having that said, I would like to hand over to Rehan for a summary of this webinar, and would like to thank you all. And Rehan, the stage is yours.
All right, thank you very much, Anders. Like Anders said before, let's just have a short summary, and after the summary we will have the Q&A session that I spoke about earlier. So first and foremost though, the first thing to know is, of course, that SmarTeam is still a safe place to be. Also, depending on your business drivers or business needs, there might be reasons to move to a new platform, and in this case the recommendation would of course be to go to the 3D Experience platform, and that is of course if you wish to expand your PLM scope. Most importantly though, is that Technia has unique competence on both systems. So whether you would like to move on to a new platform or stay put with your SmarTeam deployment, you can always turn to us, and we can always help you out on both systems. Now, if you have any other questions regarding Technia, our offerings, or even if you have any suggestions of webinars with other topics, please don't hesitate to contact us. You can always contact me. My details are on the bottom of this slide, rehan.chaudry@technia.com. And let's move along to the Q&A session then.
Okay, now I would like to welcome back Anders Sundström, and with him I would like to also welcome Thomas Vedin and Henrik Nilsson, who are open to answer any of your questions regarding today's topic. So let's have a look. as I said earlier, if you have any questions, please use the GoToWebinar client window. There is a pane which says questions, or you can use the chat and type in your questions, and we will answer them as soon as possible. Now, I have one question here regarding CATIA V5 licenses. And the question is whether one still can buy CATIA V5 licenses, and does it still come packaged with SmarTeam functionalities? Yes, you can still buy CATIA V5 licenses, and it comes packaged with SmarTeam. You can also buy CATIA V6 licenses, but then it comes packaged with the 3D experience package. So you have more or less two options. I would say the majority of our customers still use CATIA V5, since CATIA V6 is rather new. Okay, so next question then. Okay, so the question is if we want to move to ENOVIA 3D experience platform, can we exchange our SmarTeam licenses to 3D experience licenses? The answer is yes. There is a possibility to trade in your current SmarTeam licenses and receive 3D experience licenses. If you if you need more information, please come back to me, and I will gladly help you out, guiding you guys. Okay, so another question then. Is there any estimation of how many years CATIA V5 and SmarTeam will be supported by Dassault Systèmes? Well, the answer is actually the same when it comes to both for CATIA V5 and when it comes to SmarTeam. There is no end of life when it comes to CATIA V5 and SmarTeam package, and it will continue to be supported and developed. Another question here is which one is the latest SmarTeam version available? I would like to turn to one of my colleagues then, who are more into the latest versions. Anders,
okay,
maybe?
so it's Anders back here. The latest version available is SmarTeam V56 2014. I think it's Service Pack 4 or something. Yeah. So that's the latest one. We also have a question about, will it be any development of SmarTeam? And yes, it will. As we said earlier, it will be maintained, and it will also be certified with the latest CAD software for many years to come. You will not see any new fancy big functionalities, but it will be maintained for sure. There's a strong development team in the background from Dassault.
Okay, so okay, there is another question here, which states that the question is, it feels like we will only maintain SmarTeam and get us to change over to 3D experience. Well, I would like to clarify on that topic. The message here is that SmarTeam, there is no end of life. It will be supported and it will also be developed. Our our team at Technia is very committed to supporting and developing and helping our customers develop their SmartTeam deployment. So there is actually no urgency from our side to transfer you guys to 3D Experience. So so the most important thing for us is actually to more or less guide you guys when it comes to making the right decisions. So depending on your business drivers and business needs, that will more or less that should more or less be the decisive factors whether to stay at SmartTeam or move to another platform.
Okay, we have another question here about the infrastructure. Is 3D Experience database SQL or Oracle based? And 3D Experience supports both. That's a simple answer then.
All right, there is also a question which says, what about AutoCAD integration? The simple answer is yes, there is integration to AutoCAD as well. Now let's see any more questions. One question is, what are the typical challenges when migrating SmartTeam to 3D Experience platform? Anders?
Well, of course, one of the most challenging matters is, of course, the migration itself, to migrate the data, I would say. But as we said earlier, I mean, each customer is unique, and we need some kind of pre-study to understand all the challenges we have for the unique that customer. So, but of course, to migrate the data and maintain it, to get it proper in the 3D Experience and work, that is one of the key main challenges. So.
One question here is about integration 3D Experience to E3 electric engineering software. I would like to come back to you with an answer to that question. I'm not sure. So let me come back to you to that with an answer to that questions. Many questions. Thanks a lot. Now let's see. There is one question which says, how many customers have left SmartTeam? I would say, well, we don't have the exact figures from Dassault Systèmes, but it actually I would say SmartTeam is actually a growing. If you're looking at our earlier slides, which we've shown today from Dassault Systèmes statement, there are actually more than 14,000 customers around the world, and they are actually growing. So when it comes to our customers, there are actually both. The customers are there are customers staying on SmartTeam, and there are some customers going. Migrating to 3D Experience, and it all depends on their business needs. All right. All right. All right. There are many questions. We don't really have answers to all of the questions, but Let us come back to each and every one of you who didn't get answer to your questions. Time is actually running out. I would like to thank all of you guys to attending this webinar. This was actually one of many webinars that we've held, and if you visit our website, you'll be able to find other webinars on demand, which you can on different topics, which you're welcome to look at, of course. If you have any more questions about Technia, want to know more about Technia, please visit our website, follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, and any other questions, please contact me, Rehan Chaudry at technia.com. And thanks again for attending, and hope to hear from you guys soon. And thanks again.